Rob, obviously capping off a hectic week tomorrow with a long trip to Southend after Tuesday's game. I mean, quickly casting your mind back to that, how's everything sort of been since then, off the back of obviously getting back to sort of 3 points, obviously a positive on that front?
Yeah, I think the performances against Forest Green was excellent. Didn't get the result we deserved. The performance for 70 minutes against Boston was good. Last 20 minutes I thought we tired. I thought Boston were excellent. The pitch was really heavy, so I think it took a bit out of our legs. So yeah, we've had a couple of recovery days for the lads, and then long journey today, sort of the 10-hour journey, and a little bit of training just to freshen us up. But it's part and parcel of football. It's part and parcel, especially being at Gateshead. We have to do a lot of journeys. We're travelling. The fans obviously do a lot of travelling, and yeah, we just need to get a lot of energy in tonight. Get the lads loads of food, loads of rest, and look forward to finishing off was always going to be a tough week against tough teams. But yeah, I think more tomorrow's. I always think the games against Southend are. They're a massive club, good fan base, good atmosphere, tight ground, and I think they're the ones that probably the lads identify as games that they look forward to, because it feels like a really sort of like top end National League or even a league game, football league game, because of the atmosphere, the fan base, and the club structure itself.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned a little bit on Southend there, but in terms of obviously the atmosphere and playing away at a ground like that with, like you say, the fan base and the amount of people that are likely to be there tomorrow, I mean, how much difference really does that kind of make from your point of view? Is it something that you really factor into preparations at all or anything like that?
Not really, just obviously you want the lads to embrace it, and you want to, from my experience as a player and when I played, and obviously for the lads, you want to play in front of big crowds, big stadiums, big atmospheres, and you've got to embrace it. And I think that's all I want the boys to do. Is I want them to embrace it. I want them to enjoy it, and I want them to express themselves on a good stage against a good team. And it's going to be a tough game of football, and it's always a good game of football against Southend. Kev's one of the best, most experienced managers in this league, and obviously he's a bit of a Southend legend as well now. I see that he's done. I see it was like 17 years or something he's done, and yeah, it's incredible. So no, always good games, and I always look forward to them and enjoy them, because they're always back and forward. It's never one team on top or anything. It's they're good footballing games, and yeah, it's a good advert for the National League, I'd say.
Yeah, and in terms of how everyone's looking from a squad point of view at the minute, I suppose, although you've got a few long-term injuries to contend with, a few newer lads coming in have kind of bolstered the numbers, in the sense that even in the last couple of games, a couple of lads have had to miss out the squad, so you do have options to choose from, and I suppose difficult decisions to make tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I think we've had to sort of chop and change players and rest them because of the close proximity of games, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, and the pitch being really heavy on Tuesday, and the long travel. So look, we'll do our best. We'll pick the freshest team or the best team we think, but like I said, it's not a case of we don't have the best team. We have the best squad that we pick from, if that makes sense. I always say that to the lads. The value of every single player is equal to who we are, and we can't think that whatever team we pick today or Tuesday or Saturday, we'll always make changes, and I think whoever comes in, whoever plays, whoever comes off the bench, just needs to make sure they bring us that energy, and they stick to the structure, stick to our process, and make sure we give a good account of ourselves, and I think that's been the strength, and where the lads deserve huge credit is that when we have changed the team, whether it's substitutions, whether it's changing the starting 11 from week to week, the lads have maintained that consistency of the way we play, and that's a lot of credit to them in terms of taking on the instruction and being consistent with what we do in training and the way they perform.
Yeah, and I mean, we mentioned in terms of the game tomorrow from a home fan base point of view, but from an away fan point of view as well. Obviously, I think it's nearly 600-mile round trip that those who are going are going to be making. I don't know exactly how many are going to be there, but an opportunity as well to try and put on a good performance and hopefully send them home happy by 6 o'clock tomorrow as well.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And I think obviously we appreciate the travel that our fans have to do. They really do have to, financially, time, the effort that they go through to get to watch us, and I think the away support and the away following's just got bigger and bigger. The last couple of years since we've been in the National League, and the lads are grateful for it. And I think, like I said, they're grateful for the reaction after Dagenham. And I think the big thing for me is that, I think as long as we play with the intent and with the energy and the work rate and the bravery with what we always play, then I think the fans appreciate that and they enjoy watching the games. Sometimes you can't control the result, sometimes the ball just doesn't bounce the right way, or sometimes on the day other teams or other individuals can be better. But I think it's about the desire and the intent to work hard and want to the right things and want to work hard for the team and want to make sure that we always stick to what we do, and back ourselves and back the way we play over worrying about opposition too much. You have to obviously assess their threat and try and negate it, but we always want to concentrate on ourselves and concentrate on developing our players.